Hello, welcome to Confessions of a Frustrated Game Master. I am Robert, the narrator, and thank you for joining me for another episode of Confessions. This episode is going to be one of my shorter ones. There was a topic that just came to mind, and I thought I would want to address it this episode, this really quick one. To battle mat or not to battle mat is a topic that I wanted to address. It could just be me, but this always seems to be a hot topic in our hobby, and people are always passionate one way or the other about the idea of whether or not to use a battle mat or to go theater of the mind. For me, that has always kind of confused me. As you know, I am the narrator. I walk the line between role playing and mechanics. I like both aspects of our hobby, and this is one thing that kind of extends to. I don't have a preference when it comes to using a battle mat or using theater of the mind. I like both. Sometimes the system itself for me could dictate which way to go. Theater of the mind is fine. I guess if I had any complaints about theater of the mind is when you have players who try to work the referee. Theater of the mind can make that a little bit harder. If I had any complaints about theater of the mind, if I had any complaints, which I usually don't either, about using a battle mat, I guess is if you're playing in person, it can slow down the action for you to have to whip out and position everyone, but I'm not super passionate either way. I really like both. With battle mats, I love especially if you have tiles where you have great art, and it can actually, for me, this may sound silly, but be more immersive having a token or a miniature sitting on a battle mat that has art that of the dungeon or of the location or the forest you're in. That can be kind of immersive to me, and it also kind of cuts down on any issues of working the referee. But yeah, people are really passionate one way or the other about battle mat versus theater of the mind. And excuse me, I guess like everything else in our hobby, yeah, I guess that could be a point of contention, but I've never felt it. And you know me, I don't like to criticize how other folks have fun, because criticizing someone for how they have fun, you might be right, but you're still a dick in my eyes. So yeah, that's just a quick one. My 2 cents on the idea of theater of the mind or battle mats. Battle mats are kind of old school, and they used them back in the day, in the earliest days of our hobby. So they're pretty cool. But hey, yeah, I love theater of the mind too. A lot of Fantasy Flight games, Star Wars: Edge of the Empire, though you had distances, obviously, a lot of that happened in theater of the mind, and I was really fine with it. So yeah, that is my 2 cents. And sometimes I have to admit, I don't see the hype or the confusion or the angst over one being better than the other. I guess I don't see it. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about this episode. Thanks for looking, and talk to you later.